What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today I will rank all the Dragon Ball sagas from worst to best. I will only talk about the sagas in the anime, so I will not rank the Moro saga and the Granola saga. So here we go. Number 19, and this is in my opinion the worst saga of Dragon Ball. The Tournament of Power. Some of you may be surprised that I chose this saga as the worst saga. But I'm talking about the anime version of that saga. The manga version is done much better. My problem with the anime is that they kind of try to make a tension between these weaker characters from the other universes and Goku and Co. And that felt weird and it felt, I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't feel right. For example, let's compare it to the manga. In the manga, it feels better. You see characters like Vegeta, like and Goku. They beat all these weaker characters from the other universes with one blast, and that even in base form. They don't transform into Super Saiyan 2, 3, or God and Blue for these weaker characters. And I think this is something that the manga has done much better than the anime. They try to make a big deal out of some characters in the anime. For example, Anilaza, Kefla, and Toppo. And even Dispo, with Goku and Vegeta going all out against these characters. In the manga, Gohan was able to defeat Kefla, or at least both of them defeated each other, so it was a tie. Anilaza was one-shotted by Kale, and in the anime, they all teamed up against that character. And there are many other examples where Goku used Super Saiyan Blue against characters that are way weaker than him. And that's stupid in my opinion. And those are the reasons why I dislike that saga in the anime. However, I think the transformation from Goku into the Ultra Instinct Saiyan was done pretty good. Number 18. The second worst Dragon Ball saga, in my opinion, is the Zamasu saga. Yeah, some of you guys may be surprised, but that's my opinion. I think the manga version of that saga is better, but we're talking here about the anime version. So, and in the anime, I simply can't enjoy that saga. And my main problems with that saga are, again, Trunks slicing Zamasu in half with a Genki Dama Spirit Bomb sword with the energy of like 20 people, and this is enough to merge Zamasu in half. That's terrible writing, sorry. And another problem in that saga is that Trunks has no problem to go into a timeline where he already exists, instead of staying in the timeline where his friends and family are alive. So where is the logic? Another problem in that saga is that back in Dragon Ball Z, Trunks defeated the androids in Cell and brought peace to his timeline. And then he has no problem with his timeline getting erased. He shows basically no sad reaction to that, so he's fine with it. And that's something stupid. He fought so hard for peace in that saga, so that disturbs me. To be fair, I have to say that the manga version of that saga is way better. Zamasu is a badass in the manga, and Goku using the Hakai in that saga, that was brilliant. It was way better writing than the anime. So then number 17 would be the Golden Frieza saga. So basically the anime version of the Resurrection F story. I don't like the movie, and I think this anime version of it was even worse. This saga received a lot of criticism for its animation and art, and I think it absolutely deserved it. This was terrible. And then again, a main problem of that saga is the tension. Let's be honest, guys. Piccolo should be able to one-shot all these Frieza soldiers with one blast. But instead of defeating them, they try to make this fake tension again. Like Shizami beating Piccolo. I mean, what the heck? How strong is that Shizami guy? So he's stronger than Frieza back on Namek? He's stronger than the androids? I don't think so. This is terrible writing. And then they let Piccolo die like, I don't know, this was the worst death in Dragon Ball, honestly, and it was unnecessary. Base form Goku then against Frieza, I think this was kind of okay, but everything after that was simply stupid. I don't know, Goku getting almost killed by a laser. Sorry, this is not my Dragon Ball. I don't like that saga. Then number 16, and that's the Champa Saga, so the Universe 6 against Universe 7 tournament. I was hyped for that saga, and honestly, the character designs of the Universe 6 characters are simply terrible. Well, except for Hit. He looks fine. I don't like this saga for many reasons, and the main reason is, again, the lack of tension in the fights. You see, honestly, Goku, such an experienced fighter throughout Dragon Ball Z, comes there and has struggled to beat Botama? I mean, really? For example, they portrayed Goku so stupid in that saga, like Vegeta says, Goku, use your head, and Goku gives him a headbutt. I mean, honestly, Goku wasn't so retarded in Dragon Ball Z. This is terrible writing. And I think Goku should have easily defeated all characters except Hit with one blast or one hit. Honestly. Even though Frost cheated, but still, who are these characters that they can keep up with Goku? I don't think that makes sense. One more thing that disturbs me in that saga is that they kind of try to hype up and create fake tension between Magetta and Vegeta. With this final flash and Vegeta struggling against Magetta, I mean, this was so stupid, and I don't know. I really don't know how people can say that this was good or entertaining, or I don't know, really. It just was terrible writing, and I didn't like it. So then let's talk about the positive things about that saga. And I think Vegeta vs. Hit and Goku vs. Hit are one of the best fights in Dragon Ball Super. I really got some Dragon Ball Z feeling in the fight of Goku and Hit. It was brilliant, honestly. It was a great fight, and that's the only positive thing about that saga. So then number 15, and this is the Beerus Saga, so the anime version of the Battle of Gods story. And I never had a problem with the movie Battle of Gods, and I think this saga was pretty solid, even though some people don't like it. I liked the clash of Goku and Beerus, I liked their fight, and I liked Vegeta's rage moment in this saga. I think it was better done than in the movie. And that's basically it. I think this was a pretty solid saga. So then number 14, this is the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga, the first saga of Dragon Ball GT. And we all know that this is by far the worst saga in Dragon Ball GT. It tried to bring back Dragon Ball to its roots, but a lot of these episodes were definitely not good. They were boring and terrible. For example, the episode with Tsunama, I think this was simply unnecessary. Boring. Then the episode with the Power Brothers. There was one episode where they actually just danced. This was unnecessary, sorry. And an episode with a giant where Goku, Pan and Trunks searched for a Dragon Ball, and this Dragon Ball was stuck in the teeth of this giant, so unnecessary again. I think the first two episodes of that saga were good. You know, the start of the episode with Goku and Oop fighting was amazing. Then the episodes with Legigon and Mega were good, but after that it was hard to watch GT, or that saga. However, this saga starts to get better when Rildo and Baby appear. So number 13 would be the Super 17 saga from Dragon Ball GT. The main reason why the saga isn't ranked higher is that it is way too short, it felt way too rushed, and the fight between Goku and Super 17 lasted only 2 episodes, and that's way too short. However, some positive things about that saga are definitely the fight between Goku and Super 17, and Super 17's design is amazing, honestly. This was a great villain. Number 12 would be the Garlic Jr. saga. A lot of people don't like that saga, but I do like it, and I think it was pretty solid. However, again, the main problem is it is way too short. But what I really like about that saga is that Krillin, Gohan and Piccolo had to find a way to beat these villains without Goku, and I think this was pretty interesting, and yeah. So then number 11 would be the Buu saga. I know a lot of people like that saga, but I think it is actually the weakest part of the main story of Dragon Ball Z, because they stretch these episodes way too long, and I think the episodes, especially with Gotenks and Ultimate Gohan, they get boring. And from the moment they left the tournament and defeated Boo, I think 2 days passed since then. So there is no real story behind that saga, and that's something I don't like. Of course, the backstory of Majin Buu is interesting, but I mean, the entire saga is simply they try to find a way to beat Buu, and that's it. And I don't know. I think the other sagas above the Buu saga are simply better. Of course, the Buu saga has awesome moments, like imagine Vegeta's sacrifice, Goku turning into a Super Saiyan 3, Vegito, and the end with the Spirit Bomb. This was amazing. So we reached the top 10. Number 10 would be the Shadow Dragon saga, Dragon Ball GT. I know a lot of people don't like the first episodes of that saga. I personally don't like them either, but I simply love the part when Nova Shenron appears, and everything after that was amazing. The episodes with the first 4 dragons were kind of boring, but as I said, since Nova Shenron appears, the saga gets very interesting, has some awesome episodes and fights. For example, I like the symbolism behind Nova Shenron, that he is born out of the 4-star Dragon Ball and kind of builds a relationship and friendship with Goku. And that's something I really liked about that. And how Goku killed Ice Shenron was awesome. This Dragon Fist, an absolutely serious Goku, and that's what I really liked. And then of course the incredible design of Omega Shenron, and then Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 against Omega Shenron when he kicks his Karma Ball away. This was awesome, guys, this was awesome. And something I really liked about and loved about that saga is how Goku didn't give up against Omega Shenron. He begged the universe for help and saved the entire universe with his last Spirit Bomb. And then how he leaves with Shenron, I think this was emotional and very, very good. I think I don't have to talk about the ending of GT. That was sad, but amazing. So then let's go with number 9, the Cell Saga. Honestly, it was a nice saga. It started out with these androids, the Z-Fighters fighting against them, then Cell appears, and there is not really something I don't like about that saga. I mean, Goku against Cell on the Cell games, that was absolutely great. Then of course Gohan turning into a Super Saiyan 2, defeating Cell, Cell comes back, Father-Son Kamehameha. How can somebody dislike that? What I really liked about that saga is that even the weaker characters like Krillin, Tien, and Piccolo all had their moments there. And I think this was very important to give them their moments to shine. And that's something I really liked. But in terms of story, I think the other sagas are better. So then number 8, the Baby Saga. I think this is the most underrated Dragon Ball saga in the entire franchise. The story behind Baby with the Tuffles is so amazing. A lot of people don't see the symbolism. I mean, Baby actually reached his goals. He defeated all the Saiyans, turned them into Tuffles, and created his planet again. So, a villain that succeeded. And then Goku comes back and fights him again, and loses again. Then Goku looks at the Earth, remembers all the adventures he has gone through on Earth, and sees his friends and everything, and he begs the Earth to forgive him that he couldn't save it and protect it. And then the Earth gives him the power to turn into a Golden Ozaru and then into a Super Saiyan 4. Imagine that Goku was sent to the Earth to destroy it. And because he didn't destroy it, the Earth kind of gives him the power to reach that ultimate Saiyan transformation. And then again, Tuffle against Saiyan on the planet Tuffle. Honestly, this symbolism is overwhelming. Absolutely underrated and absolutely brilliant done. I think I don't have to talk about the character designs in that saga. Baby looks in every form absolutely amazing. Then of course Super Saiyan 4 Goku, that design is simply out of this world. It brings back the Saiyan roots in its ultimate transformation. absolutely great. So then let's go with number 7. That would be the 21st tournament. Some of you guys may be surprised, but I love the original Dragon Ball. I call it Dragon Ball Classic. It is by far my favorite Dragon Ball series, and all sagas of that series are absolutely amazing. There is nothing that I dislike about that saga. I think it had entertaining fights, funny characters, and even deeper meaning behind it. For example, with the story of Nam. I think this was good. It was a mix of everything. The fights were absolutely great, and there's nothing bad I can say about that saga. So then number 6, that would be the Saiyan saga. There is not really something I dislike about it. Maybe that Yamcha was killed by a Cyberman, because a lot of people make fun of him. I don't like that, because he gave his best. He even defeated the Cyberman, and the Cyberman caught him off guard, and that's why he died. And I think this was a stupid way, but I still like Yamcha. He's one of my favorite characters. What I really loved about that saga is that all the old school Z fighters had to fight, and this was something I really enjoyed. They all had to train and gave their best to defeat the Saiyans, and they gave their best. I mean, Krillin killed almost all of the Cybermans. Tien killed one. Tien gave his best against Nappa. Chaozu sacrificed himself. Piccolo sacrificed himself because the enemy were too strong, but still they gave everything, and that was very emotional, and I think it was great. Another thing that I liked and loved about that saga is that we see Goku's origins, his family, that he is an alien. His brother came, kidnapped his son, and Goku had to fight him. He even had to kill him, sacrifice himself to save the world and his son. And then these even stronger Saiyans come, and they all must train. I think this was great. And of course Goku then appears, sees all his friends dead, and gets angry, defeats Nappa, outclasses him, and then Goku against Vegeta. This was brilliant. And when Goku sees Vegeta as an Ozaru, Goku realizes that he was the one who killed his grandfather. It was all absolutely pretty good. So then number 5, that would be the Dragon Ball Saga. That means the first adventure when Goku and Bulma search for the Dragon Balls. I think this was entertaining. This was the beginning, and it's simply amazing. It's legendary. There is nothing bad about it. This was the start of Dragon Ball, and without that we wouldn't have all the other sagas. We see how Goku meets everyone for the first time, and this is simply legendary. So then number 4, this is the Red Ribbon Saga. I think this saga is pretty underrated. I think it is simply amazing. It has a lot of action, it has a lot of funny moments, it has great fights, and even a deeper meaning. Again, with the monster number 8 and Upa and his father Bora. I think this was very great. And Goku tried everything to stop this Red Ribbon army, and that he can revive Bora. This was great. Then Goku met Korin. I think this was interesting. And then he met with Foretell Baba. That was great. And all the fights against her fighters. And Goku finally seeing his grandfather again. This was the first time Goku cried, and it was simply, you can't describe it in words how awesome that was. Then number 3, the 22nd tournament. I honestly think that every single fight in that tournament was absolutely great. I really like that they showed Master Roshi's old rival, Tsuru Senin, and that the students of both of them fought against each other. And I really liked Tien's character development in that tournament. He changed because of Master Roshi's words, and he realized that the path of Tsuru Senin isn't the right way, that hate isn't the answer, and that was great. And I like the connection between Tao Bai Bai and Tsuru Senin, and that Tao Bai Bai was even the master of Tien and Chaozu. That was great. I don't really have to say anything about the fights. Yamcha versus Tien, Goku versus Krillin, Tien versus Master Roshi, and the final Goku was Tien. Everything was just amazing. Absolutely great. Then we go with number 2, and that's the Frieza Saga. I like that the Saiyan Saga led us straight into the Frieza Saga. In the Frieza Saga, we get all the answers. Why Goku really was sent to Earth, who was Goku's father, what Vegeta really thinks about Frieza, and all this Saiyan and Frieza connection. I think this is a great storytelling. And something I really loved about that saga was that they fought for the Dragon Balls on the planet. We see Goku, Gohan, and Bulma fighting for the Dragon Balls, then we see Vegeta fighting for the Dragon Balls, and we see Frieza and his soldiers fighting for the Dragon Balls. So it was a fight for the Dragon Balls, and I think this is great. The name of the series is Dragon Ball, and they should be the main focus. And that's something that the Frieza saga is brilliantly done. And then we have, again, awesome symbolism in this saga. Frieza feared the Saiyans because he was afraid that someone of them will turn into a Super Saiyan and defeat him. So Frieza chose to kill all the Saiyans, and he killed almost all of them. But he let Goku alive. And that was a huge mistake, as we all know that Goku was the one who turned into a Super Saiyan and defeated Frieza. And something I really love about that is that in Bardock's last vision we see, or better said, Bardock sees that his son will defeat Frieza. And this symbolism is so amazing. I get goosebumps every time I watch that. And I think I don't have to talk about the awesome fights on Namek. They were all amazing. And of course the legendary Super Saiyan transformation. Only one saga can top the Frieza saga. And here it is, the number 1, the Piccolo saga. With the Piccolo saga I mean the ending of the 22nd tournament, then the King Piccolo saga and the 23rd tournament. I see all of that as one saga. I think the backstory of Piccolo is just so amazing that even Master Roshi and his master fought against him. Then he appears again, wants to kill all the fighters. Absolutely great. And then we see that he and his demons kill Krillin, they kill Chaozu, they kill Master Roshi, and Goku basically sees for the first time his best friends dying, and he's so enraged and wants to kill these demons, and he gives everything to get stronger, and faces then King Piccolo, and I think they had an awesome fight. And after Goku defeated him, he faces Kami and gets on a total new level of training again. And Kami explains his connection to King Piccolo, and then the 23rd tournament happened. And I think that tournament was the best one. It had definitely the best fights. I mean, I get goosebumps when Shen and Piccolo fight, and everyone wonders what kind of language are they talking about, and it gets so extremely interesting. And then Goku against Tien was amazing. And Goku vs Piccolo is, in my opinion, the best fight in the Dragon Ball franchise. This was an all-out fight with amazing tension. It was simply, you can't describe it. It was simply the best fight, in my opinion. And something I really liked about the old Dragon Ball is that Goku didn't win the first tournament. He didn't win the second. He won the third tournament. And this is something that shows that he had to grow, that he had to become more experienced and simply become a better fighter. And I think with him winning the last tournament, I think the original Dragon Ball series has a good ending, and Goku gets married, and he has gained so many friends all over the time. Perfect series, honestly. I really love that saga. I love that Dragon Ball series, and of course I love all of Dragon Ball, but this was simply amazing. And this is why this saga will forever be my favorite saga. So guys, I hope you liked that video. What do you think about my opinion, about my ranking? So leave it in the comments, and I would like to know your ranking of your favorite sagas from worst to best. See you in the next videos.